Hey, everybody. I hope y'all get y'all notifications. You know how YouTube be tripping because I might get a notification a whole 3-4 days later than the video after a particular video has been shown. So I know how YouTube is with their notifications, but I'm gonna give it a minute. I see we got 2 people so far. Hey guys. Hey Nene Nicole. Hey Young Riaz. I should have knew you was gonna be here. You always supporting. Thank you, King. Thank you, King. I hope you guys are having a wonderfully blessed day today. I feel so good today, guys. So good. Hey Marie. This is going to be a variety live today, guys. We're going to talk about the topic I wanted to talk about, dimming your light for others. But I also want to give my opinion on a few little things I've seen here on YouTube later. Yes, I know you're a content creator, Riaz. I know that. That's why I appreciate it even more because you're always here supporting. Thank you. Nene Nicole, I am, and you as well. A blessed day. Thank you, Nene Nicole. Hey, Carla. Hope you're having a wonderfully blessed day today. I feel good today, guys. Absolutely good. I slept all day yesterday because, well, I think I dropped my last person off about 9 a.m. because I worked Saturday and Sunday nonstop. I didn't sleep. I didn't do any of that. I worked those days all the way through until I dropped my last person off yesterday morning at 9 o'clock. And then I went to sleep for the rest of the day. That's good, Carla. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I'm going to see if a few more people are going to come in before we get started. But yeah, it feels good out here today too. It's like 74 degrees out here and the sun is shining. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful here. Well, I hope you guys are having sun wherever you are and that you are really enjoying your day. Well, I see we got 8 people so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the live because I'm gonna go back to work probably like 5 o'clock maybe. But I want to thank those of you that are here already. I want to thank you for being here. Please hit that like button. It's 8:37 p.m. UK time. Wow, Young Riaz, it is 3:37 p.m. here. I'm in Atlanta. Thank you for sharing the stream for me, Young Riaz. Thank you. So, guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. And that's all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. After you hit that subscribe button, guys, just please hit that bell to be notified each and every time I go live. Thank you. And please share out the live stream as well, please. Guys, I need like, I think 80 more because somebody dropped off the other day. So I need like 80 more subscribers to get to my 1,000 subscribers, guys. Please share me out and help me get there. So guys, yeah, anyway, the other day I told you guys we were going to do a live stream about dimming your lights for others around you to feel comfortable. And what happened, I was sitting somewhere eating my lunch and I saw these group of 3 girls or whatever. And so I was just watching, just sitting there observing them. And I noticed how two of the girls, every time one girl would get up or anything, how they would look at each other, and kind of roll their eyes or whatever. And the girl wasn't doing anything extra, but I can tell she's the one that has that spark in her that gets that attention everywhere they go. And it just kind of took me back to a lot that I went through, in my life coming up. Tra-Luv, nice. What's nice, young Riaz? Thank you, but yeah, what you talking about? But so it just took me back to, like, things that I had gone through in my younger days. And I was just saying to myself, I hope this girl realized sooner than later that she's gonna need to separate herself from those two girls, because I'm sure she feel it too, because you can always feel when somebody is acting a certain way towards you. Tra-Luv, I was talking about the time difference. Oh yeah. Thank you, D Truth. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, young Riaz, it's evening time here, and we're starting to get dark quick now because our time changed a couple of weeks ago. So about 6 or 7 o'clock, it'll start getting dark here. Yes, thank you, D Truth. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I was saying to myself, I hope this young girl realized sooner than later that she's going to need to get away from these particular girls. Whenever you find yourself surrounded by a person, people, I don't care if it's a friend, associate, family member, whoever, and they're always projecting this thing of, oh, you think you this or you think you that, or they're with other people and like, oh, Tracy thinks she's all this and all of that or whatever. No, that's just what it is. It's a projection. They are actually projecting onto you the feeling of them feeling less than themselves, and they're trying to make you feel the same way that they feel. It's not that you think you're all of this and you're all of that. You're being who you are. It's just that they feel like they are nothing. And so it angers them in the inside to see you bringing out your bright spirit. They're like, who does she think she is? Or you can be what people consider really pretty. You can have a nice body. It could just be who you are in the inside. You can smile all the time. You can be happy and joyful all the time. And a person that's not like that, it will anger them and make them really upset. And so then they in turn try to break your spirit and make you feel like they feel. That's sort of like, how a person, let's just say the projects, you can find people growing up in the projects. Most of those people become a product of their environment because they are around the majority of people there are a certain type of person, and then most people just begin to blend in and become that same thing. But then you can have one or two that become totally different, nothing like their environment, because they wanted more for themselves. They saw more in themselves than actually what was going on. It's the same thing, and you cannot allow a person to take that from you, because the longer you stay around them, they will begin to break your spirit. Because if you're a good-hearted person, in your mind, you're questioning like, why do they feel this way about me? Or why whenever I come around, they act this way or they act this way? You start to question yourself. And what that does in turn is start to break down your spirit till you become tired, because you're trying to love them, and be with them because you're just being who you are. And so those type of people, you will never really be able to get them to see the light. So the best thing for you to do in situations like that is to just separate yourself and get around other people that feels the same about themselves, is if not higher. You can't be around people that, prefer to just hang out. They don't want growth. They don't want to go anywhere. And you want these things. You can't associate yourself and be around those kinds of people. Otherwise, you're going to become that as well. So, yeah, I just saw that the other day and I was just like, oh my God, the girl wasn't doing anything extra. It was just every time she kept getting up, we were all in the food court. They would just feel away, they would just feel away. And that's how a lot of talents and things like that get like, what's the word, just get left, because when people start to show their talents around a certain type of people, when they start to share their talents and just bring out that bright light, it makes people angry that haven't yet discovered their talent or feel like they have no talent. And I remember growing up too, and this is why I hate a lot of parents will do this to their young children. You'll find young children that are like, dancing around the house, jumping around, twirling, singing, and doing all kind of things. And you'll find those parents that'll be like, sit your ass down somewhere. Stop doing all that. Sit your ass down somewhere. I cannot stand that, because if you say that enough to a child, then when they get that feel in the inside to burst out dancing or to do whatever it is they do, they won't do it because they know they're going to be screamed and yelled at. And instead of recognizing it like, oh, my child likes to dance, or my child likes to twirl and stand on her toes, she might want to get in ballet, or anything, they're stifling it by yelling at them. So I can't stand that type of stuff. So yeah, whenever you find yourself surrounded by those type of, oh, you think you all this, you need to sit down, you need to know, what you need to do is get off around those type of people and fast before your light actually becomes dim for real. Because stand around that enough, it would definitely dim your light. So I don't know how many people have been through that kind of stuff in life, but I have. And I can tell you, sometimes it comes from family members, and those people, you try, but at the same time, you trying to figure out, what is it about me? Why this person don't like me, or why that person don't like me? I didn't do anything to them. I just this. It'll just start like, bringing you down a lot, especially if you stay around that, it'll just start bringing you down a whole lot. So you got to know who you are, be confident with who you are, find people that think highly of themselves as well. And those are the people that you need to be around. Like there's a saying like you never want to be the smartest person in your group, because if you're the smartest person in your group, you're never going to learn more and more, because you're the smartest. So you have nobody else in your group to learn from. So that's why you should always find a group of people that think, more highly of themselves than you do. People that are more intelligent than you are, because you want to continue to learn and to grow. You don't want to be stifled at a certain level. And that's what'll happen if you don't have people in your group that's, better than you. And that's nothing to be jealous of. That's an opportunity to learn from, to grow more, So, yeah, when you find yourself surrounded by those negative people, honey, get away and get away fast, and continue to let your light shine as bright as possible, because God put in each and every one of us something special. It's just up to that person to find what that special thing is about them. And it's going to be, different in all of us. We just got to learn how to find it and let that shine bright for us, instead of being jealous of the next person and envious of the next person. Because I tell you today, Today it was a little different when it was a lot different when I was growing up. But today I would definitely suggest anybody, the moment you start to feel that from people, get away from them, because the spirits of jealousy and enviousness and hatred and all of that stuff today, it's on a whole nother level. Like Silas would say, it's on a high level. It's on a high level. And these people today will harm you. I mean, take you out of here because of jealousness and enviousness, and they can't be what they feel you are, or everybody like you. Just like, I don't know if y'all heard that story about where the young lady took her friend out inside the Uber car. The Uber man had picked them up from the club or whatever, and one of the girls wanted to go hang out with these dudes, but the dudes didn't want her to come unless she brought her friend. Her friend was the pretty one and everything, but her friend didn't want to go. Her friend wanted to go home. She didn't want to go hang out. And so they got into it or whatever, because the other girl knew that the only way she could go hang with the boys is if she brought the other girl along. But anyway, she ended up shooting the girl in the back of the Uber car and killed the girl. And that was supposed to be her friend, all because the girl did not want to go to this thing with her to hang out with the boys. And she knew that's the only way she could get there. So the jealousy and enviousness and hatefulness and anger and all those spirits right there is on a totally different level today. Totally different. I am too old school for this generation, but I am mixed too. Yeah, so I'm telling you, I really do not be wanting any new friends for real now in these days, because it's just on a totally different level than when I was growing up. Yeah, you had the jealousy and enviousness. You had all the things you have today. But people, those spirits like that just wasn't as bad as they are today, where people would just snap so easily. Now it's just like people do not honor life. People just feel like, be done with this person and get it over with today. So I don't, I don't be wanting no new friends in this new society today, because you just never know. You just never ever know who's who. And people have a way of covering up, being real nice and pretending they're so good and they're for you and all of that, just to end up, stabbing you in the back or something like that. So I be good on that level right there with friends today, because the spirits that's roaming today, I'm telling you, they are different than when I was growing up. Tra-Luv, I am blessed with my heart being soft. Yes. People, think having a soft heart is a bad thing. It is kind of a bad thing, because like with me, I take everybody's problems, like I can feel empathy for anybody. Like, and I realize it get inside my heart and it sticks there and it makes me feel heavy, and I'll think about, I already got my own burdens, but then I'm carrying this other person's burdens too, because I can empathize with them. Especially, it's always when a person has been deeply hurt. I mean, that soul gut wrenching type of hurt, it's easy for them to feel the pain of others. Hey, money boy, and thank you for gracing my live with your presence, honey. Thank you. So yeah, when a person has been that type of hurt, then it's easy for them to take on and feel another person's hurt like that. So it could be a good thing and a bad thing, but I love it when guys are open. I love it when guys can share their emotions and feel no type of way. I can't stand a guy feeling like he can't cry or anything like that because that's going to make him feel soft. I think the total opposite. I think that shows his strength. I think that shows who he truly is in the inside. And I hate that society has raised so many men to feel this way. And that's why a lot of times it is a good thing. It is a good thing, Riaz, but I wish I could just like some people take on things more than other people. Like I realize I'm just like my grandmother, and I always said I didn't want to be like her when it came to that because she would take everybody's problems and just sit them on her shoulders, and she would be unhappy because she's carrying everybody's load, but nobody is carrying hers. And that's what I realized. I'm just like her when it comes to stuff like that. I worry a lot, I stress a lot, and I don't mean just about my problems. I mean about people in general, like the times when me and my mom talk or whatever, and if I can't reach her a certain time or something, I get very worried. I mean, immediately I get very, very worried or whatever. Because I'm like, she's not answering her phone or whatever the case, and I'll just get stressed out and worried. And my grandmother was like that too. So when it's like that, it's really not a good thing, because you're always heavy. But it is a good thing to have a good heart, young Riaz. Tra-Luv, I was encouraged to express my feelings. Yes, you see, and that's why I don't know how many of you guys watch Queens of Kings, but I actually absolutely love that family. A lot of people have, oh my God, have did so much to this family. It's shameful. But I love the way that she raised her boys. She have 4 boys. And I love the way she raised her boys to be open and to express their feelings, because those are going to be boys that's going to go out into the world and know how to be affectionate, know how to give true love. They're going to know how to understand when a woman is going through something, or when she's crying, or when she's emotional and things like that. They're going to know how to understand those things and not be these, we got enough like hard knock ass dudes out in the world, so that's why I love it when men are encouraged to express their feelings. We need that. Tra-Luv, my parents are, yeah, my mom raised my little brother like that too. My little brother since from being born, she raised him like that. She made him open doors when we go places at 5 years old. He's opening doors for us. I remember one time I had a spider or something I was telling him about, and he was like, Tracy, mom told me you had a bug in your house and you're not supposed to kill the bugs. You're supposed to call mom and tell her, and then she's supposed to bring me over there for me to kill the bugs. And then like he would see a man, like on the perfume commercials, he would see like a man hand a woman a bottle of perfume, and he'll be like, Tracy, am I supposed to buy you some of that stuff? Like, he just think everything he see a man do for a woman, that's what he's supposed to do. Hey, Candy, and thank you for joining the live. Hey, girl. So I love it when men are raised to express their feelings. I just think that makes them well rounded individuals, because a lot of times in relationships, a relationship can be much, much better if the communication was better. And I think a lot of times, I'm not saying it's just the man's fault. I know women can be at fault too, but men don't know how to listen to women express their feelings because they don't understand the emotions that we feel. And that's because they've just been raised to be super hard. Tra-Luv, I am autistic. I made a lot of improvements and I am the firstborn child. That is wonderful, young Riaz. That is wonderful. Now, when you say you are autistic, like, because I remember when my little brother was like in the, I think the first grade or something, they were trying to say that about him, but then they asked my mom, could they send him off to be tested or whatever, and they did, and it came back that he had the IQ of a genius, and they put him in this gifted program called Sage. He graduated high school with ropes, went to Georgia State, everything, very intelligent young man. So are you the same way? Like, what makes you like artistic? Is it hard for you? And these are things I really, really want to know. Tra-Luv, yeah, I think most of the people that have been deemed autistic seems to be high functioning individuals. I've always heard that. Because I think too, was it Ben Franklin? Was it Ben? I think Ben Franklin was it was what I think it was Ben Franklin. I'm not sure, but I think he was diagnosed with the same thing, but was highly functioning too. So did you do different you're out of school now, right, young Riaz? Yeah, so I think most of them Tra-Luv, I was officially diagnosed. I think that was around the time, or maybe my brother was about 6, but he don't show any signs of that. That's why I say I don't know. It's baffling because, like I say, very intelligent. They, after his test came back, they put him in a gifted program called Sage. That he did that program from first grade. I think he stopped doing it about his 10th grade year, because he said it was just too much, because they had like all of their own separate work, and he had to still do all of his class work in his regular high school, and he was doing basketball, baseball, and bowling, so he was taking on a whole lot. So I think he stopped Sage in his 10th grade year. Tra-Luv, I'm in college now. Okay, what are you taking, young Riaz? Tra-Luv, I displayed signs as a lot. So what was those signs though, young Riaz? Because I think they was just saying my brother would do his work, like he would go through his work like really, 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 really fast. And then he would start talking and messing with all the other kids or whatever. And whenever they checked his work or whatever, it was always correct or whatever. So I don't know what was like the signs, Tra-Luv, but I had a good support. That's why I am improved now. That is good. What are you taking in college? Yeah, a good support system is very, very, very important. That can make the difference. A person can get there on their own. It'll just take a lot longer, and it'll take a lot of hiccups and bruises and all those type of things. But they can definitely get there. But with a support system, it's a lot easier, and it's a great thing to have. Young Riaz, okay, let's see. Tra-Luv, high functioning autism was historically an autism classification to describe a person who exhibited no intellectual disability but otherwise showed autistic traits. Well, I don't know. Is talking a lot an autistic trait? Because that's what my little brother was doing, just talk a whole lot, and then he don't want to let you talk. You be talking, wait a minute, wait a minute now, and then he got to say what he got. Hey, Truth, thank you for gracing the live with your beautiful presence, girl. Thank you. And your live, I absolutely loved it. I was there through the whole thing from the beginning to the end. And that live was really exciting. So I definitely look forward to more. I heard you say you're going to be doing a different one every day. So I definitely look forward to that, because that live was on the one. I really enjoyed it. Trey Love, I only talk a lot when I feel comfortable with somebody. Okay. I am. That's me, young Riaz. I'm half introvert. I'm the only time I'm a extrovert is when I go and I hang out and like back in my rapping days when people would ask me to like rap one on one, I was real shy then. But when I get in front of a stage of people, I had no kind of shyness, no kind of nothing. That's when I would just let go and feel my best. Love you too, girl. Yeah, that's when I would let go and love my best. But like in my everyday life, I'm an introvert too. I don't like talking much. I don't like being around people a lot. But when I'm out in a party setting, I'm a party animal. And that's just who Leos are too. That my sign is like that too. We got a wild side to us, but we're very reserved too. So that's why I used to tell people back in the day, honey, I understood Whitney Houston long back then when she first got with Bobby, and everybody used to be like, they don't even look right together. I understood that whole little thing because I'm a Leo. We got a wild side to us, but we just very, very reserved people. Trey Love, I was introverted as a child. Okay. Well, a lot of times kids are like that, especially, if you're, and that's probably why I'm like that too. I was the only child for 26 years. So whenever I wasn't at granny house, I wasn't around nobody. When I was home with my mom, it was just her and I. And she used to read all the time on the weekend. I was in school on the weekdays. She was at work. Then on the weekend, she used to be in her room reading all the time. And I would be in there doing whatever it is I do or whatever. But it wasn't until I went to granny's house that I was around cousins and a lot of people and things like that. So that's probably, why I'm like that too. And I just learned to be by myself. I learned to enjoy myself. I go to the movies by myself. I'll go out to eat by myself. And my friends and stuff used to ask me like, Tracy, how do you do that? And I'm like, easy. I just get up and I go. When I get to the clubs and stuff by myself, I'm going to see a lot of people that I know anyway. And I'm going to chop it up and talk and enjoy whatever. And then I'm going to leave. But it's easy for me to do a lot of things by myself. Trey Love, I had anxiety issues since childhood. I found ways to manage it. Okay, well, I'm realizing I think I'm getting anxiety issues now in my old days. Because listen, in my young days, honey, I was invincible. I'm telling you, I was invincible. I was a fighter too. I mean, literally a fighter, but I didn't feel like I just used to live my life when I was younger. I didn't have no type of anxiety or none of that. I think I'm getting all that stuff the older I get. But your system does change. So I guess that's expected as you get older or whatever, because your system does change. But I'm telling you, the things I used to be looking at my mama and grandmama them, and I used to be like, man, these people just be whatever. All that stuff I'm seeing now, that's just how it is. Trey Love, in college, I am doing pre-art internship, which is training for a job and doing jobs around the college, and course is Pathway to Independence. Okay. Well, young Riaz, you just keep on going, honey. And I'm sure you know that whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You just keep going and, make sure you always be grateful and thankful for your support system. Blessings, Lynn. I always love to see you show up, Lynn, because you pour blessings all through this live, girl. Thank you for gracing me with your beautiful presence today. And see, guys, I'm telling you, I'm starting to feel back so good too. The joy and stuff in me had just died. I'm telling you, just died. But I can feel all that coming back. But we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, that's why I started to Trey Love, how function. Okay. That's one day it just hit me. I don't know, out the blue, I just thought about it, and these words just went through my mind. It was like, now I know why the cage bird sings. Before, you had to read Maya Angelou's book in school and all of that. And I still didn't never get it. I didn't never get it. And I didn't get it until I experienced my own gut wrenching pain. And I just became closed and shut off to people because I had just been hurt so much. And then when my grandmother passed, I went into this deep, deep depression. So all of that stuff in turn just made me realize, and one day it just went through my head like, now I know why the cage birds sing. But anyway, we'll talk about that on a different time. Thank you, Truth Girl. I feel so much better. I had my ultrasound appointment last Wednesday, and I go back tomorrow for another appointment. I think that's a neurology appointment. And then I have 2 other appointments after that. But yeah, I feel so much better, so much better. And I realized too, what's those things they gave me? My medicine. I don't forgot what you call that stuff. My medicine they gave me, I realized that stuff was tiring me down. I still got one more dose that I'm gonna take today, but I didn't take it Saturday and Sunday because I wanted to just work through those days. And I realized antibiotics. I realized those things were draining me because when I didn't take them for those 2 days, I felt so energized. Like I feel good now too. But I got to take that last dose today before I go back tomorrow. But I feel so much better. Even I don't know if you're talking about like just from the sickness or what I was just saying about the joy inside of me is, coming back. But all of that, I'm just telling you, everything. That's why I know everything is in God's time. Everything is in God's time. But yes, I am feeling so good. Why does the cage bird sing? Because it understood what freedom really meant. Yes, that's kind of it, but it had a story to tell. Well, I guess everybody has a story to tell, but it had a story to tell. And now I guess that's where the free part could come in, because now you're free and you're open and you can tell that story. You can release it. I know what Maya Angelou's reason was, because I read, it was either her autobiography or something I read, and then there she told what had happened or whatever. But for me, you right, it was like freedom. But because I told you guys in the beginning, and I don't know why I thought, but in the beginning of my life, I say the first 48 years or something like that, I had no struggles in my life. My life was great. I was always, I can't say happy because I dealt with like seasonal depression and things like that, but I had not gone through no hardships. The world had not beat me down yet, because I told you my granny was always there saving me. So I never had the kind of stories, or some type of real bad pain or gut wrenching type of pain built up in me or anything like that. And it wasn't until all of that stuff started happening to me, because even when like, oh my God, that's why I say once I start talking about the depression and all that serious stuff, I'll tell you guys more. But like, I've told you guys over and over that I was raised with my dad's side of the family. So I was closer to them than I was with my mom's side of the family. But my dad's side of the family didn't really like me because I was the spoiled granddaughter. I was the first granddaughter. My daddy was my grandmother's first child. He was killed when he was 23. I was his only child, and I looked just like him. So I think my grandma just grabbed a hold to me and spoiled me because I was all she had left of her first child, So she spoiled me, and she did a lot for me that she didn't do for the others. So they always used to be like, oh, she the queen. Oh, I bet you if Tracy asks you this, you gonna go find it. Oh, here come the pretty bitch, and oh, this and oh. They had all kind of stuff for me. So when my grandmother died, they just cut me off, shut me off, and they're doing all of these things to me like right now, concerning my grandmother's house and a lot of things, that I don't even come on here and talk about. And those things were beating me down, because I'm like, this is the family that I grew up with. This is the people that I was always around. But when my grandmother passed, which I already knew before my grandmother passed, basically how they felt about me. But then when she passed, they just like completely cut me off and then are just doing all these things behind my back, but it's God that's revealing these things, because I'm just popping up at times when I never would pop up. And that's how I'm catching these things. But yeah, I'll talk about all that stuff. But it was just so much hurting me, and so much building up in me. And then, man, my mom's situation, and because I know I've never done anything to her, and whatever pain she's experienced in life, or whatever she's gone through, or whatever, she's projecting that on me, and just all kind of things had just built up and just hurt me, like, and made me closed off to people completely, so that's when I started building my story. I just thought life was always going to be this wonderful, wonderful thing. I didn't see what other people had saw, because I was sheltered and kept from all of those downfalls and all of that type of stuff, which now I wish those things had happened in my younger years instead of now. But now it's so beautiful for me, because I've realized so much. I always knew, for real, I always knew I was a warrior, and I always knew I was a strong person, but I never had the chance to really to show that or to use it for any reason, because my grandmother always just never let me fail to be able to pick myself back up. So it wasn't till after she left. And that's why I'm telling you, my family too, that side, when my grandmother passed, they started saying, oh, she finna fall now. Mama gone, she finna fall. They was banking on it and praying on my downfall. So it was just so much stuff. So my story came within, the last few years. And yeah, it's been a beautiful, ugly process, but it has shown me so much about who I truly was and what others already saw in me that I didn't see in myself. And that's why they had so much hatred and, jealousy and all that stuff built up in there. They already seen all these things about me. And so I'm thankful for all these things today. I just only wish I had gone through them in my younger years and not now. But like I said, it's a beautiful thing. I don't regret it. I don't, want to switch it for nobody else's problems or anything, because a lot of times we think we got it bad until we look over in the bucket of somebody else's problems, and now we be like, oh, let's switch. But now you want to switch back because you see their problems are way worse than yours. And I just amazed myself, just like this weekend from Saturday to Monday, I just amazed myself, because I told myself, I'm like, since I got sick, I'm like, Tracy, you know what? It's time for you to step up now. You got to double now, what you're making. Because I got a lot of expenses every week because I'm catching up with a lot of things. But I'm like, now you got to double up, and you got to go harder now to be able to save as well as take care of the things you need to take care of. So I amazed myself from Saturday to yesterday, even though I was so freaking tired, but I amazed myself, my strength and my determination, long as I kept that focus in my mind, I did it, and that's how I plan on going now. Tra-Luv, I am grateful. Hey, Real Mad, thank you for gracing my live with your presence. Tra-Luv, I am very grateful for my support system, mostly my mother who pushed me to do better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honey, I'm telling you, when you got those mothers that really love you, honey, hold on to that because ain't nothing like a mother's love. Hold on to it. I haven't had it. If I had to judge it, I can judge it from my grandmother, but I can tell you it ain't nothing like that. Hey there, Phoenix. Hey, y'all. I know it ain't that many of y'all in here now, but I'm sure a lot of you guys watch the replay. But you see needles and nourishments down here. This is somebody I know in real life. This is Phoenix. Please go over and subscribe to her channel. And a little bit about Phoenix. I met her a little bit, I think maybe 2 years or whatever before she left. But Phoenix is really, really a free soul. She got the correct name. She is really, really a free soul and a good person. And she went off and because you guys do know during the pandemic and everything, certain African countries, and she can always chime in if I'm wrong because she know more than I do when it comes to that. But certain African companies were offering citizenship to Americans. And Phoenix went off, honey, and moved to the Gambia. Phoenix, you can put in the chat what year it was. I don't remember what year it was, but she's been there quite some time now. She's married over there. She has her businesses going over there. And she's not one that came out when she first went over there. She didn't come out like it was peaches and creams and all that kind of stuff. She showed you the hardships over there as well as the good things over there. She showed you the struggle. She showed you all of that. I know now she had to get a new YouTube channel. I don't know the story behind it or whatever, but she had to get a new YouTube channel. So guys go, yeah, so she left in 2020. But she's also a seamstress and everything too. She's sung for a few celebrities and everything as well. But yeah, she went over to the Gambia in 2020 and she's been over there ever since. She's married now, and she like I said, she just had to start a new channel, but she's posting a lot of things showing us how they live over there and the things that they do. I think she got some cooking videos and other things over there. Please, guys, go over there and subscribe to her channel and show her some love. I know her in real life, okay? So, and she's an extremely good person. She does a lot of motivation things over there as well. I know at one time she was even teaching sewing and all that over in the Gambia, but she's a good person, guys. Please go over and watch her content and subscribe to her channel. Hey, cousin. What's up? Have a good day. Nothing much. You have a good day too, cousin. Thank you for gracing me with your presence on my live again, honey. Thank you. I love you. Phoenix, nice to meet you. I was in Gambia for 4 years and now we are in Cotonou, Benin Republican. I hope I said that right. Okay, I didn't know y'all had moved to somewhere different. So yeah, go over there and follow her journey, guys. She is very, very motivational, very, very like spiritual and deep into God. Like I say, she didn't go over and just pretend everything was peaches and cream. She's a real, real person that I know in real life. And she's a good person. Please go over and subscribe to her channel because she had to start a new channel up. Help her get a subscriber count back up, guys, and go over there and watch her videos and just support. So yeah, she's a good person. And I mean literally. I'm not just saying that. I mean literally. So when you want to see different content, different things besides America, go over there and watch her. It's needles and nourishment. And what I'm going to do when I get off live, I'm going to put her link on my community wall to her channel. I am born and raised Muslim. Okay. Okay, Riaz. I've never read the Quran, but I heard they're not that much different from the Bible. Yes, I'm happy to answer any questions if you want to know about West Africa. Thank you, girl. Thank you. You are more than welcome too. And I'm gonna put your link on my community page when I get off live. But yes, guys, you see, she says she's willing to answer any questions, anything you want to know about West Africa. Yes. So I'm telling, she gives interesting, good content. I hate she had to start her channel back over, but I'm sure she'll build it back up, and you guys will be able to get a lot of interesting content over there. But anyway, guys, yeah, so we're going to go ahead because I wanted to talk about a few things I saw on the YouTube streets these last couple of days too. But I want you guys to know again, never ever, I don't care what the situation is, never dim your light to make anybody around you feel comfortable. If you feel like you got to do that around certain people, separate yourself from those people. Because I'm telling you, the more you try to make it work and the more you, because this is another one I saw too, on one of the ID channels or something, where the guy, his girlfriend had got a answer back from one of the colleges that she had applied for. And he simply told her she either choose college or him, and she told him college, and he killed her like the day or two before she was supposed to leave. So when you are around people like that, that's giving you choices like that, or telling you, oh, you think you all this and this, or you acting this way, get around those people. Don't keep trying over and over and over with those same people, because the more you think you're going to break them and make them see it your way, the people that they are and those demon spirits they got in them are going to end up breaking you. So you got to separate yourself from around that and go around people that has that same type of light or a brighter light than you have. You got to remember that, and don't feel no type of guilt, shame, whether it's family, whether it's a friend, whether it's whoever, because sometimes you just got to leave people in the dust. You got to leave them where they are. Everybody is not meant to go with you. Everybody is not meant to go where you're meant to go. And you got to understand that and let it go before it end up becoming too late for you. Okay? So never dim your light for anybody. And now, guys, so Phoenix, I don't know if you're still on here, but you might want to leave out now, because I'm finna talk about some YouTube drama now and some things I've been seeing on these YouTube streets. Everybody don't like to hear that mess. And that's just what it is, mess. Thanks for sharing, Tra-Luv. Child, even family sometimes, right, Phoenix? That's what I said. Family, friends, man, whoever. You got to get away from them type of people, because they will try their best to break you down, honey. And once your spirit is broken, trust me, I know, once your spirit is broken down, it is hard to build it back up. It is hard. You can do it, but it is hard, trust me. So don't even let it get to that point where you allow it to be broken. You separate yourself from those people. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. You laughing, Phoenix? Yes, I'm serious, honey, because it be some YouTube drama, honey, and I know everybody ain't into that kind of stuff. So that's why I just be, when I see people like that, I'll just go ahead and say it. I appreciate always the view. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. So I don't know how many of you guys have been watching the whole Wanda Whitley and Sin City situation. And I don't know how many of you are very familiar with those two content creators, but I've been familiar with both of them since I think 2019. So I kind of know the full story going on there. And this is what I hate. This is the main reason I want to give my opinion, because what I see on these YouTube streets is you can find content creators that are doing or have did or are doing the same exact things that they are calling somebody else out about. So it's like you can sit there and dog a particular person over and over and over and over again. You can jump on bandwagons of people doing the same thing, but then when it's somebody that you don't like that's doing it, then now you want to make a big deal. Tra-Luv, my goal is to help the UK hip hop scene, and I believe my content will help. Yes, Young Riaz, go for it. I'm telling you, go for it. Because you know what I see in this entertainment industry and everything today? I see it coming to a different, it's time for some positive music. It's time for good music. You see, this is another thing, and I know I'm going all over the place, but when people say things, it make me think of other things. But when I be sharing out a girl on my channel, Lala and the Cats. So she has had this college jacket made, and I admire her so much. And the college jacket is like, it has bipolar, anxiety, schizophrenic. It has all these things associated with depression and mental things. So I guess she goes through those things. And so she created this jacket to show people that it's not shameful. Don't be ashamed that you're dealing with any of these things. Deal with them. Don't be afraid to let people know. And when I tell you, this girl sell that jacket for $450, and when I tell you, it is so many people ordering those jackets from her, I was like, oh my God, it's been people waiting for that. And she the one brought it out. And when I tell you, they've been over there ordering them $450 jackets from her left to right. Now they want to represent who they are, because somebody who was bold enough and not ashamed came out and started wearing these things on her back, her sleeve, and everywhere, and showing people that this is not anything to be ashamed of. And so now other people are starting to come out and let their stuff out because they see that somebody else is doing it. So we need all that kind of positivity now. We need to show people that it's nothing to be ashamed of. Who you are is who you are, and you need to learn to be comfortable with that. And so I believe your content will help as well, Young Riaz. So like I said, whatever you choose to do, I think you will be great. You just continue to go on. Tra-Luv, I watched some of your old videos. Yeah, if you go back and watch the beginning of my channel, that's what made me come out in the first place, because Wanda Whitley been doing this same thing she accusing Sin City of doing. Wanda Whitley has been doing that since she came out on these YouTube streets. If y'all go back and look, Wanda Whitley probably have over 100 videos dogging Adrian Slays back to back to back to back to back, every day, every day, every day. The same thing she did with Nisha, genuinely Nisha, dogging Nisha. She probably got 50, 60 videos on her channel of dogging Nisha back to back to back to back, every day. And these are two people that never said anything to her or done anything to her. So that's why I don't, the selective thing that she's doing now, it's not because she has this good fight to fight. She's doing that because for whatever reason she has a hatred for Cindy. And you see, she keep trying to bring the whole Truth Hurts and Flexi thing up in there. Oh, she ain't going after them and this. You see all of them, and that's why I didn't respect them back then either. Adrian at one point in time had so many content creators coming at her head at one time. Wanda Whitley was one of them. I'm talking about heavily. And nobody started a petition or a campaign then. Sin City had a lot of content creators coming after her back then as well. But all of them, because they dislike Truth and Flexi and Money Boy, all of them only put together a petition to fight Truth Hurts and Flexi and Money Boy. They didn't put together no petitions to go fight all the other content creators that was on Adrian or Sin City. And half of the ones that signed that petition was content creators that was dogging Adrian back to back to back to back. So that's why I can't get down with the stuff that hey, can't handle the truth. Hey girl, thank you for gracing my life with your presence. I know, Tra-Luv. I seen it years ago. Yes, that's what is baffling to me now. And then all of a sudden now she wants to pretend she's fighting this good fight against Sin City because Sin City is just on Adrian day after day after day, and Adrian ain't said nothing back to her. What about when you was on Adrian and you still talk about Adrian today? But what about when she was on Adrian back to back to back to back every day and Adrian wasn't saying nothing to her? What about when she was on Genuinely Nisha back to back to back to back and genuinely Nisha never said anything to her? See, Wanda Whitley has a hatred, and you can hear it in her voice. She has a hatred. She's jealous of Cindy. She's extremely jealous of Cindy, and you can hear it and see it in her voice. That's why she's taken this stuff to the level that she has taken it to. And even this stuff that's going on right now, Wanda started it. Wanda started it. Wanda started talking about that girl kids, and then now when the girl come back and say something about Wanda's sister and her nephew, now she wants to get mad. But you started it. Everything that's going on between those two right now, Wanda Whitley started it with her boring ass. Yes, she is. And it's just shameful because I said and I listened to that call. She's telling a lie. That girl never threatened her at all. So that's why her scheme and her plan is not going to work. She has hatred, so much hatred in her heart for this girl that she's trying everything to bring this girl down. And the more and more the stuff is coming out, now I see Wanda really did want Walt and really thought she was going to have Walt. I was just wondering why they were going at it. Can't handle the truth. Wanda started it. Wanda started it because Sin City was doing commentary on Adrian. So her whole excuse for this good fight is the fact that Sin City is going after somebody that's not saying nothing to her. But I wonder, do she ever forget all, and she still go after Adrian now too, but I wonder, did she forget about the hundreds of videos that she have on her channel where she was dogging Adrian the heck out every single day, sometimes 2-3 times a day. And Nisha the same way. Nisha did nothing to nobody. Just like the other day she was saying, oh yeah, if Nisha hadn't been doing all that little stupid stuff she was doing, her and Walt was still. What stupid stuff was she doing? I watched them every single day. Nisha did not do anything to any of those ladies. You had the triple head goddess, who's always getting on here today too, talking about, oh, stop the fight, stop this, oh, y'all should. She was the main one. I don't know if you guys know, she wasn't triple-headed goddess then. She was Kiki up with the mess, and she's still Kiki up with the mess in the inside. Even though she's changed that name, she's still Kiki up with the mess. She was another one that jumped on that bandwagon that was every single day dogging this girl for absolutely no reason. Then they want to be out here now with their good fight flags wagging, but nobody is going to pay attention to that, and nobody is going to feel that, because everybody know exactly who you guys are. That's why the first petition didn't go anywhere. Yes, it's the hypocrisy of it all. And that's why I be sitting at her like, no, ma'am. And that's why I reposted my first videos so people can see Wanda Whitley is the one that made me come out here in the first place. I wasn't going to start no YouTube channel, but then I made a very nice comment to her, and I read that comment in the video. I read directly what I said, and then because she can't take truth either, she came out and called me a dumb for nothing weirdo. And that's what made me get out here. She got a bad habit. No, she was confident so after she was Kiki up with the mess, can't handle the truth. She was Kiki up with the mess when she used to wear those house coats and those scarves on her head and always be sitting in the corner on the floor or somewhere doing all this stupid shit. She was Kiki up with the mess. Then she went to Confident Soul. Then she went to Triple Headed Goddess. Oh, whatever her damn name is now. But no, she was Kiki up with the mess. Then she changed it. Yes, but she was Kiki up with the mess before she was Confident Soul. And Kiki up with the mess was the lady in the house coats, and she used to wear the head wraps on her head, and she used to come on here and keep up so much shit and jump on everybody's bandwagon, just like she did jumping on the bandwagon with Truth and all them when they had done nothing to her. She was that same when she first came out, because I could name those other content creators that are no longer here now. All of them jumped on that one bandwagon at a time, Wanda Whitley included. But this girl was Kiki up with the mess at that time. Then she went to Confident Soul, and then she went to the Triple Headed Girl. I remember because I was into it with all of them about Nisha, because that girl was innocent. She had not done anything to anybody. Walt brought her out here on his channel, and from then everybody started dogging the mess out of her, because you got to remember at that time all of Walt subscribers liked Cindy. So then when they saw this new girl out on Walt's channel, oh, they dogged this girl. I'm talking about, oh my God, every day dogged her. Talked about her grandmama, I won't forget none of that. And Wanda Whitley was one of the main ones. And if y'all go back on that lady's channel all the way back to 2020, you will see it. And that's when she was up Sin City's ass. She was all up Sin City's ass then. They sure did. Yes, dog that girl for absolutely no reason. And that's what made me start fighting for her, because I'm like, all of them jumped on her for nothing, but nobody started no petition then. You see, the only time the petition was started when all of these same people that was making all of those videos found that they had one crew of people in common that they hated. So now, even though we're doing the same bullshit they're doing, because we all hate them, we're going to just get a petition started on them. That's why I can't respect any of them. Calling her fat and ugly. Yes, remember calling her the Michigan man. Kiki up with the mess started that. Calling her the Michelin man. Calling her a big gorilla. I'm talked about the girl teeth. I'm talking about dog this girl to the lowest. And not just one or two of them. It was a crew of them. And like I said, Wanda Whitley was one of the main ones. Now she called herself getting ready to do some marathon to try to embarrass Cindy, to show Walt and Nisha interacting together and how Walt was happier with Nisha and all of this kind of stuff. Now she's singing Nisha praises because her hatred for Cindy has come out. But Cindy, now I see Cindy posted all of their text messages. And now I see why Wanda really has this hatred for Cindy. She was trying so hard to be in Cindy's circle, and Cindy wasn't going for it. So I don't know if y'all seen the text messages. I don't know if they're still up on Cindy's community wall or whatever, but now I see. And if you listen to this lady and the things she say, she the one started talking about Cindy's body. She the one started talking about looks. She the one started talking about her husband. She the one started talking about her kids. She the one started talking about everything. And now when Cindy come back out on her, now she wants to play victim. I can never, ever, and I will never, ever respect a person like that. You start all this shit because of your hatred for somebody, not because you really trying to fight for somebody. She was just talking about Adrian on a video yesterday or before that or whatever. So it's not about the fight for Adrian. It's more because she hates Sin City. But she the one got everything started. So that's why I can't respect people like that. If you're going to get stuff started out here with people, then accept what comes your way. Accepts what comes your way. You know, if you done put kids on here that are a certain way, and then you come for somebody else's kids, do you think they supposed to be like, oh, I ain't gonna talk about her kids she be with because this? No, when you do that, you have opened up the floodgates for yours to be talked about. You can't come out here and say, call somebody's kids prostitutes and this and all this kind of stuff and then expect them to suck it up. You can't do that. You can't do that. And then get mad about it. No, you cannot do that. If you're going to dish it out, you need to be able to accept it. You need to be able to accept it. And Wanda, that lady, she's not a good person. Not at all. She is delusional. She is crazy. And she's evil. And you can tell she's evil by the stuff that she's doing right now. You can tell she's evil. Hit the bullseye that like, oh yeah, thank you, Can't Handle the Truth. Yeah, guys, if you coming in, please hit the thumbs up button, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button. And if you catch the replay, guys, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, guys, please hit that subscribe button. I need 80 more subscribers to hit my 1,000. Come on, guys, get me there, get me there. Young, remember to respect the host too. Thank you, Young Riaz, honey. Thank you. But yes, that's what's killing me about this whole thing right now. Wanda started all of this. Has she just not said anything? Because the thing is, why do certain content creators feel like they can do whatever they want to do on their channel, but then they're trying to chastise and check somebody for what they do on their channel? I don't get that. And you think because the way you do your things is better than the way somebody else? Who gives you that right to decide that? You need to do what you do on your channel and allow somebody else to do what they do on their channel. And half of the time she don't know what the hell. Yes, she just be making up shit. That's what I'm saying. The stuff she's doing, it's not going to prosper. In her mind and in her head, she thinks it's all going to work out the way she wanted to work out. But it is not, because the girl is lying. I heard her blatantly tell those people that Sin City threatened her life. That's a blatant lie. I've been listening to all those lies. That's a blatant lie. That girl did not threaten her life. Yes, she did not threaten her life. So she's sitting over there telling all of these lies. She just make up so much stuff, and it's sad and it's delusional that she sits there. You know, the last thing I try to do, unless somebody do it to me, the last thing I try to do is talk about, you know, looks and weight and this and all of that kind of stuff. But you have a person like Wanda who will sit over there and talk, bring all of this stuff out. That's why I say she's delusional. She would sit here and bring out people looks and their body structures and how they smell and all these kind of things, when you have to look and be like, well, damn, Wanda, are you actually sitting there looking in a mirror when you're saying these things? You know, it's just crazy that a person like Wanda, and I think Wanda is almost 70 years old. I think this lady is, because I think at the time I brought my video out about her, I think that lady was 67 or either 68 then. So she got to be every bit of 70 right now. She got to be every bit of 70. And the way she carries on over there is absolutely awful. To be a 70-year-old woman is absolutely awful. But it's funny though. She said she'll take Walt from Cindy. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. She said she'll get dressed up. She would have got dressed up and sharp and went up there and she would have put it on him, honey. She said she would have put it on him and taken him away from Cindy. But it's crazy. If you guys listen to her and when she talk about Cindy and the hate she has in her voice right now, low carbs. Okay, I'm already subbed to your channel under this account. Thank you. Thank you. No, ma'am, she's not even 60 yet, I promise. Are you sure, Tina? You might be right. Maybe she was 58. Maybe she was 58 when I did that. So she's probably at 60 now, because I remember, if you go back and look at my video, I remember under my first video, I said, this lady is 50. Maybe I said 56. And then I say, oh no, she said she's 57. So she's close to 60. You probably right. Not 70. She's close to 60, but I mean, I thought she was 60. Yeah, that's probably right, low carbs. That's probably right. Cause I remember in my first video I said she was 56, and then I say no, she said she's 57. So yeah, 60 is right. But still at 60 years old, I know we're different today. I know the grandmamas is not like the grandmamas back in the day. I know the 50-year-olds today is not like the 50-year-olds back in the day. But honey, at 60 years old, I hope I'm not somewhere popping like Wanda. I'm serious. I hope I would have been planted a garden that I can go out there and pick a cabbage or an onion or a squash or something out of it. I hope my hobbies are still following me by that time. I hope I still enjoy reading books and being educated at that time. You know, I wouldn't want to be on here talking about how I can take somebody's man and eat out my ass and, you know, all that kind of stuff at 60. No, girlfriend had a rough life. Yes, she has. And you can tell that. And you can tell that. But at the same time, that's why I say it's something. She's one of those kind of people, you can hear her spewing the hate out of her mouth, that Sin City better never make amends and be around her. That's one of them kind you'll end up seeing on Snap. I'm telling you, that's one of them kind you'll end up seeing on Snap. I'm already inquisitive of why she was fired from the because I think she used to be a deputy sheriff or something, or corrections officer or something, and they say she was let go from there. And I'm very inquisitive of knowing why, but I'm telling you, just how you can see her when you look at her videos, you can see the hatred coming from her when she talks about Sin City. Sin City better not ever make amends and be around that lady, because I'm telling you, that'll be a wrong turn right there. Wrong. She used to be a correctional officer. Yes, I knew it was something. And I heard she was fired from there, and I'm wondering why. But yeah, at 60, I just hope I would been found something else to occupy my time with, instead of being on YouTube going back and forth and cursing people out. And it's a lot of things Wanda can be doing with herself than what she's doing. But I don't know, it's just crazy, and it just makes me sick when a person start things, come out throwing rocks, and then when the rocks start being thrown back at them, now they want to hide their hands like, I ain't did nothing, this person just this. No, that's not what happened. You started all of this stuff that's going on with her in Sin City right now. She started all this stuff. Now she's resulted to calling the police and making police reports. And she blatantly lied to those police people and said that that girl had threatened her life. And that was a lie. Sin City did not threaten her life. So when you have to resort to things like that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The ball may seem like it's in your favor, but it's not. And then you have all those people that sit over there and will boost a person like Wanda up instead of saying, Auntie, well, what about when you was doing Adrian content day after day, sometimes 2-3 times a day, and you still would dog Adrian out now? What about when you was doing these same things to Nisha? Nisha just disappeared off the scene. Nisha went and got herself all the way together, snatched, graduated some kind of schooling, got her a house, got herself all the way together, and left this mess behind. And here is Wanda still doing the same shit she was doing back then. She just picked another person, the person who's behind she was kissing back then. She just picked that person now to go after because of whatever hatred she has for this person. And it's just crazy. But I don't think that police stuff or any of that other stuff is going to go anywhere, because she's going about it the wrong way. You keep everything truthful and 100, and it may work for you. But moving on from that one, now I just have one other thing to talk about. So let's talk about BV, ladies. Let's talk about BV. Now, I was listening to Sin City Live last night while I was laying down, and she seemed actually shocked and really didn't know what BV was. But ladies, most of us should know what BV is. And so I don't know why I'm shocked, but not shocked that Adrian came out and said that's what she had. But if anybody know about that, you know that if you've been sleeping with a man or whoever, that man needs to be on medication too. BV does come from, you can catch it, because BV is basically where too much of your bad germs take over the good germs. They're not balanced down there. And you can get that from using soaps and different things with fragrances in it, or douching or washing yourself the wrong way. Instead of front to back, you're washing back to front. Different things like that will bring it. But we also know having different sexual partners, as well as having sex unprotected, will also cause those things. And BV has the worst smell ever, ever. So a person definitely knows something is wrong with them if you have that, but I don't know why I'm shocked, but not shocked that she came out and told it. But what stunned me is the fact that she was just going through it like it was nothing. Instead of letting that man know too, not only do I need to take these antibiotics, you need to get a set of antibiotics too. And then it's sad because he's going back over, allegedly going back over sleeping with the baby mother. Hey there, Malaysia. Hey there, girl. Thank you for gracing your beautiful self with thank you for gracing your beautiful presence on my live, girl. Thank you. Where's, oh, okay. Yes, and he's going back allegedly sleeping with his baby's mother, and she's sleeping with other men. She needs to have all of them get on them antibiotics. Otherwise, it's just going to keep going in a circle and coming right back in that same circle. Hey, Cindy. She came out because she wanted Rack's baby mother to see the video so she would put him out to come over her house because she was hurt. You know what I said, Cindy, when I saw that, I said she did that. Now I say she did it so the baby mama could know he had something. That's why I said she did it. But I do believe that, and that's just messed up. That is just messed up. Wow. Cindy, I hope you done heard more of my live. But I wanted to tell you that stuff that's going on over there, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because when you mixing a lot of lies up into things, she gonna be the one to fall over in that hole. And I've been watching your lives and I've been watching hers, and she started all of this. She started every bit of it. So you had the right to defend yourself, and I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. And when she do her marathon of Nisha and Walt, you go back, and I love myself some genuinely Nisha now, but you go back and you go pull off all her videos over those hundreds of videos that she done made back to back to back over about Adrian and Nisha, and you do a marathon on those, because she got enough over there to do a marathon on. But you see how happy she is today with her. I haven't even watched her, Cindy. I haven't even watched it today, but don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Let me tell you something about people, and I'm sure you know it. We'll come out here and pretend everything all good. Yeah, I got her ass now. Yeah, this person say they gonna this person say they gonna that, this. But let's see what happens or what comes to light in a few weeks or whatever. It'll all die down and everything will be quiet. Because first of all, she told a lie. You did not threaten her. You did not threaten her life. So that's one less thing you got to worry about right there. And as far as the other thing, I don't know how that's dealt with or whatever, but I don't think that's something that the police automatically gets involved in. If that was the case, do you know how many people would have police things on here from being doxxed? It would be so many. The reason she did it is definitely self. Right, Truth, right. But see, she thinks she did it to get Rax over there. I thought she did it just to let Rack's baby mama know she had something. But you right, for whatever reason she did it, it was for herself. Hey, Truth, Malaysia, no talking about big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, wait a minute, you said no. I didn't even watch her yet either, Cindy. I didn't even watch Big. And let me tell you something. I'm getting so much. Oh my God, I'm getting a lot of anger when I watch Adrian. Like the other day, that's why I'm trying not to. The other day, I think she threw something at the cat or something when she was saying she can't stand the cat to stand there and stare at her. and I don't have her address. And I want to call those people on her for real just to do a welfare check on the cat. But it's making me angry to even watch her. So I was in your live last night, Cindy. It's how I heard about the BV. And after I heard about it over there, I said, wait a minute, let me go hear this out her own mouth, because I can't believe she did that. So that's when I went over to listen to her, to hear it out her own mouth. I want to send it, so I'm praying. I thought I had my email address up here. I'm gonna have to add it. I want somebody to email me her address, because the thing is, that cat needs to be getting love. Adrian don't know how to give love to something. And when she gets frustrated with racks or whatever in her everyday life, she takes it out on that cat. You know what, Cindy? I believe you. That's what I said at the beginning when I started talking about this. I said I was over in Sin City Live. I said, and I honestly believe her when she said she didn't know what BV was, because I can tell the way you said it and how you kept on saying it. I believe you when you say you didn't know what it was. And that's why I was like, I kept saying to myself, I couldn't type and stuff. I was so tired. I was just listening, but I was like in my head, Google it, Cindy, Google it. And then I heard somebody else come on there and tell you to Google it. But yeah, I can tell you, she definitely knew she had something. Trust me. She definitely knew she had something with that. It's both. I agree with Cindy. She did it to pierce the baby mama. Yeah, I believe that too. But she need to tell that man, because that's why I'm like, she just graced over it like this is nothing. But if I'm not mistaken, the men's are supposed to take antibiotics too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's transferred or anything like that, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the man's are supposed to be taking it too. Yes, and that's why I say I'm like you, Cindy. She can't narrow it down just to say racks, unless he's the only one she's supposedly be unprotected with. You see? Yeah, that's what I know. Both of them should be taking it. The whole crew should be taking it. Especially if they all been unprotected. The whole crew should be taking it. She's around there. Yep, that's why she had to take 2 baths the other day. Did you hear on her video how she said she had to take 2 baths? That's because that smell. That BV smell will knock you out. And then I remember last week or something when somebody kept saying in one of her videos that she was pushing him off because she didn't want him to smell her. I'm like, I think they was just being funny, but in all actuality, that was probably what was going on. That was what was going on. And you know that's not true, right? Right. So she should just call up the whole crew. She should have rounded all of them up and been like, guys, come on and follow me to the clinic. We all need to get on this medicine. Right, right. I'm telling you, I just was like, when I heard that in your live last night, I'm like, no, I know this girl like just came on live and said it. And then she just said it so casually and then just kept on going like it was just nothing. And I'm like, no, girl, that is something, that is something. And you need to be rounding the crew up, and all of y'all need to be going to get on that medication. She's too old for this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's why I say, and for it to be, I mean, just so casual. It's like, and she said it though. She said it, that she gets it all the time. But she said, remember, that it's been laying dormant for a while now because she did the gel. Remember, but she says she gets that all the time. Lynn, it is funny, but I could not believe that when they were saying that in Cindy Live yesterday. I was like, oh no, let me go over here and look for myself. And she had came out and said it. But yeah, she is too old for that. But I'm telling you, it's getting hard for me to watch her because I'm getting, more angry at Adrian about that cat. Adrian is a person that don't need pets. She don't need them at all. She gets it because she's super nasty. Yeah. Now it can come from which I don't believe that's her case though, but it can come from a person using soap, fragrant soaps and all that stuff down there. It can definitely come from all of that. But I don't think that's her case. I think her case is the fact that she has all of those partners, and we at least know she's sleeping with one unprotected who's sleeping with other people. Right. With too many of them. Right. Right. And that's why I say you got to think too, the spirits that's up in her. That's why she can't get peace either. She got too many spirits moving around in her, because not only is she bringing in those spirits from those men, she's bringing in the spirits of the women that they're sleeping with as well. And she got too many floating around in her. That's why she get so frustrated and can't get peace. Well, we know that ain't it. No soul. Right now, I know you keep saying, I don't see, I've been watching your lives and you've been like, Adrian, get some soap. But you're right, I haven't seen that. Now, I did see a thing come down my timeline today. Let her put the groceries up. So maybe she got some soap this time when she went to the store. Maybe she did. But at Truth Hurts, that is so disgusting. Yeah, it is, especially to be a 50-something-year-old woman. You see, at this point in your life, you should have, been narrowed it down to one partner, honey, and be happy with them and content with them. Girl, I'm at work laughing so hard. I thought you was off by now. I thought you was off by now, girl. I'm glad I can make you laugh. I hope so you probably didn't hear the whole live, but earlier in the live, I talked about that wonder stuff and what's going on. But I'm telling you, if she do that marathon, you go do your marathon, because you see the same thing she's trying to do this good fight for. She did it for so long. And that's another thing. She's over there lying about everything. And what she's also trying to do, because I don't know if you heard her, she's like, oh, why you ain't going after Truth Hurts and them. She's trying to bring them all back into this thing too, which we know that's not going to work. All of that is moved on, but she's trying to bring them in, even lied saying they stayed on you for 3 years straight, which was not true at all. But she's trying to bring them back into this thing too, which we know though that's not going to happen. Tra-Luv, I am a virgin at 22 years old and remain pure until marriage. Wow, young Riaz, that's amazing. That is amazing, honey. I wish I had stayed a virgin till I got married. And I would still be a virgin because I'm not married. But I said, if I had any kids or any daughters, like right now, knowing what I know, that would have been one of the things I would have told them, how precious that's precious. That's a portal. You make sure you hold on to that as long as you can, Exactly, girls. That's the past. We over that. How grown. That's right. That's right. And like I say now, she has a hatred. I know it's not going to work, but that's what she's trying to do. Then she keep trying to make people remember all of that. All that's done and over. Let people remember how you dogged Adrian and Genuine Lanisha out every day, back to back, sometimes 2-3 times a day. 2-3 times a day. Tra-Luv, my Muslim beliefs made me control. That's great, young Riaz, honey. That is wonderful. And when you get married, it'll be a wonderful thing. Tra-Luv, I am not so trying myself before marriage. That's good. But yeah, so yeah, you make sure you do your marathon, Cindy, on her. Cause honey, she damn near got a lot of them over there. You can put a damn marathon together with to do it. And like I said, I've been watching this, and she started all of this stuff. I heard her talk about your kids. I heard all of that. Then when you come back on her, now she want to cry victim. But I see a lot of hatred for you. I see a lot when she talk about you. You can just see the jealousy. You can hear the jealousy, and just when she talk, you can just feel it. That lady is so jealous that she has built so much hate up for you, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I was saying earlier in the live, which I know you won't, but the way she is, girl, even if y'all make amends, don't you ever go around that lady. That'll be a person that you definitely have to watch your back around. Don't you ever go around that lady, because she has a very deep hatred for you. Very deep. To the point it's like not good. Now I am, yeah, don't ever. Now I am back on a positivity thing. That's good, young Riaz. Yeah, just spread that to the people that you're around. Get you a good crew of people, and just keep spreading that positive thing around. Just keep on. I really appreciate you. You support me so hard, and I thank you so much for that. But yes, Cindy, don't ever, because the hatred that lady has built up, it's not normal. It's not normal for some YouTube stuff. Trust me. Oh, shut. My phone only got 5%. I'm up here running my mouth. But yeah, guys. Cindy, you going live later? Always support you. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. And I've been the same. I've been in your lives. I typed a couple of times in a few back then, but not long ago. But I be in there listening to you too. So I really appreciate your support, girl, and I do the same. Support you too. Yes. Okay, you going live tonight? Okay. So I'm gonna be in there watching. But don't worry about that stuff. When people go into something, that's like going into court with dirty hands. You can't go into court with dirty hands and expect to win something. So that right there. Okay, I'll go over and watch, Riaz. I'll go over and watch. You welcome, Cindy, honey. Let that bounce off of you. Let that bounce off of you, because a person can't start something and then a person come back on them, and then they think they can run and go get, the police and YouTube and all this stuff involved, when I'm just doing what you did to me. I'm just doing what you did to me. Tra-Luv, I was on break for 2 days and now back to making content. Okay, I got you, young Riaz, and I'm definitely going to support you, because you definitely hold me down. You definitely support me. You're more than welcome. So yes, Cindy, I'm gonna watch your live tonight when you go live. I may be in and out because I be driving, girl, and I'm supposed to start it back at 5, but I'm gonna definitely be there to support, and if I don't catch the live, I would definitely catch the replay. Girl, I didn't know you was that funny either, for real. You be over. That's why you be making her mad too. You said that's the difference in your lives and her lives. She be angry for real, for real. You be over there popping shit, but you be on that funny type shit. You ain't got the anger and the malice and all of that stuff in your heart. Truth need to be there as well. Truth probably be there already. Truth a lot of times be in the bushes, but she be supporting. Yeah, I can tell you she probably be there as well. She be in the background a lot, but she be supporting. So I'm sure she'll be there too. I see. Did you ever learn how to do you was trying to learn how to do StreamYard, I think. If you do that, then you can have people up on the panel and stuff. Because it's people that's been watching this from the beginning, that can put a lot of input into the people to people that don't know the whole story, I would drop in. Yeah, I be in the bushes. Cindy a mess, girl. I be dying laughing. I'm like, damn, I ain't know she had that in her. But she be over there having me laughing. I know how, but it was messed up the other day. Oh, okay. Yeah, but she be having me die laughing. I'm like, damn, I didn't know she had that in her. Cause she was always serious, like, but now she done brought that funny side out of her. I like it. I like it. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. My battery finna die. But Cindy, yes, I will be there. If I don't catch the live, I know I'll be able to catch it in and out. But if I don't catch it, I will definitely do the replay. And thank you, girlfriend, for coming to my chat and supporting me today. I really appreciate that, girl. And this how we gotta do it. Support each other. All that stuff is in the past, honey. Let's move forward. I really appreciate you gracing my chat with your presence today. Thank you. And so, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Tra-Luv, next year I will do supported internship, which means I will work outside, and maybe hopefully after that I will get a job soon. You will get one. You will get one. It ain't gonna be hopefully. You will. You will. And so, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off. This phone is at 4% now. I got to charge it up so I can go to work. But thank all of you guys for coming in and supporting me. And again, guys, if you didn't hit the like button when you came in, please hit the like button when you exit. If you're not subscribed, please consider going ahead and subscribing to my channel and sharing out the video. And again, I thank all of you guys. I thank all of you. And I'll see you guys maybe in a day or two, probably like Thursday or maybe Friday. Thank you, Truth. And girl, I'm telling you, yours was today too. So I'm telling you, I enjoyed that live from beginning to end. So yes, bring some more of that. It was so interesting. So interesting. So thank you for that. So guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.